Look, it's Mr. Broody.
Who would win in a fight? Batman or Velma from Scooby-Doo? How about Looney Tunes' own Bugs Bunny teaming up with Jake the Dog from Adventure Time against Arya Stark from Game of Thrones and Steven Universe? With MultiVersus, players are given the chance to let these crazy what-if clashes come to life. We've been given the chance to check out MultiVersus with its closed alpha for a few days. It goes without saying that the game is still a work in progress, so aspects of it may change over time. So here are our thoughts of the game as it is so far, giving you details on what you can expect and what we hope the game can turn into as we get closer to its eventual full release.
I'm gonna have to use 2% of my powers this time. I've only used like 0.001% of my powers so far.
Every platform fighting game will always have the giant shadow of Super Smash Bros. Cast over it. Games within this genre will always have people immediately asking, how is this any different from Smash? Or why should I or any of my friends play this instead? Developer Player First Games aims to cast its own light with MultiVersus, with its focus on 2v2 matches that encourages team synergy, having generous air mobility, and the roster with wild possibility under the Warner Bros. Banner. It wears its influences on its sleeve, with each character only having their 4 directional normal attacks and 4 special attacks. All can be done on the ground or in the air. Players don't have health bars, but instead accumulate a knockback value as they get hit. The higher the value, the farther a player is thrown away by a strong attack, giving a point to their opponent once they reach past the stage's blast zone. MultiVersus even has the option to set the user interface and controls to something similar to Smash Bros. While all its inspirations from the tried and tested Smash formula are what makes MultiVersus familiar, what it adds and takes away results in a promising and fun game forming its own style. While Smash expects you to make smart use of what limited options their characters have to get back on stage, MultiVersus has a more lenient but equally flexible method. You can do a double jump, 2 air dodges, and 2 special attacks while airborne. This makes it easier for beginners to recover and return to the platform, as well as encourage veteran players to engage off stage. Instead of everyone having a default grab and block move, these become special abilities specific to some characters. This is because many of the closed alpha's available cast of 15 fighters have abilities that are designed not only to work in a 1v1 setting, but are even enhanced in teamed matches. These abilities can be based on the game's 5 character classes. There are bruisers that focus on offensive strategies like temporarily dealing extra damage or weakening enemies. On the other hand, there are tank class characters that prefer a more defensive approach, with abilities like momentary defense buffs and mitigating enemy attacks. There's also the support class that specializes in utility, with some that have moves that can heal teammates, while others can assist in recovering back to the stage. Mages excel in ranged combat and stage control, and the assassin class has characters like Arya Stark focus on dealing as much damage as possible, setting up their specialized conditions just right for the guaranteed ring out. MultiVersus also features a perks loadout system wherein each character can be equipped with additional upgrades to aid them in battle. Everyone in the roster has their own tier progression that you'll level up to unlock additional perks. These perks can vary from a 5% damage increase of mid-air melee attacks to a 4% increase in base movement speed, to character-specific perks that modify their moves, like Harley Quinn's Smooth Moves perk that counters side special attacks as a dodge move, granting brief invulnerability at the start of her attack. Based on our experience with these, they are not absolute game changers, but still leave some possibility for creative use. Skillful play can still outmatch an opponent with loaded perks. As the game is currently planned to be free to play, a battle pass progression system has also been implemented, challenging players with timed goals to increase their seasonal tier level, awarding new taunts, character skins, and more.
You again. Don't you ever learn, Quinzel?
This will be fun.
The MultiVersus closed alpha left the biggest impression on us here at Game8 when it comes to its overall presentation and attention to detail. The game's art style is lively and vibrant. It translates the original styles of the likes of Scooby-Doo and Adventure Time to fit nicely together. The designs of comic book icons like Batman, Superman, and Harley Quinn harken to their classic cartoon show interpretations, and even characters like Arya Stark look similar to her live-action counterpart. Adding to that is Maisie Williams reprising her role by lending her voice for that added authenticity.
Always room for a few more on my list.
Its diverse lineup of fighters are all well animated and accurate to their respective source material, especially when it comes to their personality and movesets. Tom and Jerry exemplifies this by having all their attacks be just them trying to hit each other, so anyone else who gets hit is collateral damage. There are also character-specific passive abilities that highlight their personalities even more, like Velma's unique mechanic of having to collect evidence during a match. Once she gathers enough evidence, she can call the police and have a squad car appear to whisk her opponents towards the blast zone. Characters are given life being voiced in their popular renditions, like Kevin Conroy as Batman, Matthew Lillard as Shaggy Rogers, and John DiMaggio as Jake the Dog. What's also impressive is the added detail of having characters quip and remark towards each other, even if they are not from the same universe. While the closed alpha's selection of stages is limited, they receive the same promising level of care and attention. Renditions of the 1989 Batman movie theme and Adventure Time's Island song can even be heard in the Batcave and Treefort stages respectively. All is not rainbows and sunshine in the world of MultiVersus, however, with us having some concerns that hopefully may be improved upon in the future. Game modes are limited, with aside from the 2v2 online matches, there's also 1v1 bouts, co-op against bots, and a 4-player free-for-all. While you can do all these modes with bots as well, it is strange that playing with bots counts as part of the game's online multiplayer mode. It left some of us here at Game8 wishing for that promised local multiplayer feature, which was strangely absent in the closed alpha. The game's free-for-all mode needed some clarity as well, surprising us by being the only mode that has randomized item spawning enabled and a scoring system that left us more confused than proud when winning a match. Nevertheless, we here at Game8 are overall impressed coming out of the closed alpha of MultiVersus and had a lot of fun. It nails the chaotic but engaging gameplay and meticulous fan service so far. It has an encouraging chance to carve its own ground and stand beyond the shadow of Super Smash Bros. If it can provide a healthy variety of features allowing for some more wacky situations and ways to play on release, MultiVersus can definitely start off on the right track. The possibilities of new stages and characters that player-first games could add is fantastic to speculate on, and we can't wait to see their own ways to present new challengers joining the fight. Making it free to play, available in current PlayStation and Xbox consoles, Windows PC, and crossplay across all platforms also leaves the promise that MultiVersus can live a long life, with enough support from both the developers and the fans it can gather. With pop culture being more comfortable with the concept of the multiverse, the madness that MultiVersus could bring is definitely something to look forward to.